Hey everyone, if you saw my live stream yesterday, I talked about why I don't just automatically say yes or no to somebody when they ask me if they need to give their goats Bozy, which is an injectable selenium supplement. The answer is going to vary tremendously based on a lot of things, and I talked about that yesterday. So go catch that if you did not already. Today, I am talking about selenium again, and I am talking about why I do not recommend selenium gel. It's not going to hurt your goats, but the thing is, it's not going to help them either because there's not a lot of selenium in it. So, what does that mean? Well, I'm going to share my screen with you. This is actually part of my nutrition course. And we go through all the minerals that your goats need and stuff. And this is part of it. I talk about selenium and in depth and the problems. So this is the deal. Selenium deficiency is a problem because forage in the United States contains about 0.01 ppm selenium. The current recommendation for goats is 0.3 mg per kg of a goat's diet. That also means 0.3 ppm of a goat's diet should be selenium. That means that if a goat weighs 150 to 160 pounds, they need about 0.3 to 0.4 milligrams a day for maintenance. Current regulations say that you can limit selenium supplementation to 0.7 milligrams per day maximum. And the reason for this is because too much selenium is toxic. And if you're in the Dakotas, you already have a lot of selenium in your soil. So this regulation is basically meant, because this is a national regulation, it is basically meant to keep those animals in the Dakotas from winding up with selenium toxicity. So let's pop ahead here to what you get in a selenium gel. And this is why I don't recommend selenium gels. And this also, I think, explains that a lot of people really don't have a problem with selenium deficiency. If you listen to yesterday's thing, I talk about the importance of having a really good free choice goat mineral available with at least 50 ppm selenium in it. And if you are doing that, your goats are probably not selenium deficient unless you've got some other issues going on, like you've got sulfur in your well water or something like that. So what exactly do you get in your selenium gel? Now, what I have highlighted in green here is what it says on the label. And Keiko and Dervet sell what they call a selenium gel, selenium E gel. And the label says that a 2 ml dose contains 23.2 micrograms of selenium. Now, remember a minute ago, we were talking about milligrams. So let's translate that into milligrams. 0.023 milligrams of selenium. Now, a goat that weighs 150 pounds needs about 0.3 or 0.4. So is 0.023 going to do anything for your goat? No, because your goat needs about 20 times that much in a single day. So that's why the selenium gel is not doing anything for your goat in terms of supplementation, especially when people talk about giving this to their goats once a month or something like that. Like, that's really not helpful. Now, a lot of people ask me about Replimon, and Replimon is much better, way, way better, but still not a lot. Like, especially if you're going to give this to your goat once a month, it's really not going to make a difference. So, because what did we say a minute ago about what your goats need? They need about 0.3 or 0.4 per day to maintain their selenium, a good selenium status, so that they don't become deficient. So Replimon does have that in there, but you can see why, like, giving this, so you give this to your goats once a month, it's not going to do anything, because that's just not very much. Like, they need 0.3 or 0.4 milligrams of selenium in their diet per day. So if you were not giving your goats, if your goats were just out on pasture and they did not have a free choice mineral available at all, you would have to give them Replimon every single day to keep them from getting selenium deficient, because your pasture probably is horrendously deficient in selenium. So this is why. So if you're gonna give Replimon, then 0.34 milligrams. You need to think about, like, and it's you're really doing a lot of guessing here unless you get testing done. Selenium can be tested in whole blood. So if you're really curious, you can have whole blood tests done. Serum is not a good indicator of long-term selenium status, but whole blood is. Also, a liver biopsy is as well. I am a fan of liver biopsies because we had such a problem with copper deficiency for a long time, and also and then we also learned we had borderline selenium deficiency. So it's really important to figure out what you've got. And as I said in yesterday's video, unless you are seeing symptoms of selenium deficiency, like does with really slow labors, or retained placentas, kids that can't coordinate their mouth movement to be able to nurse properly or take a bottle properly. Those are the kind of things that indicate a low selenium. Serious selenium deficiency results in white muscle disease, which is extremely severe. I actually don't know anyone who's ever had a goat with white muscle disease. So selenium deficiency, for the most part, for many people, having a really good mineral will take care of your goat's selenium needs. So the only ones I recommend, as I said yesterday, are the Purina Loose Goat Mineral and the Sweet Licks Loose Meat Maker Mineral, both of which have 50 ppm selenium in them. And because a lot of other minerals just don't have that much selenium in them, like Mana Pro has 12 ppm. So if you've got wethers, they'll be fine with that. But breeding does are the ones who really need selenium. It's really very important for them. So if you've got any questions about this, feel free to post in the comments section below and we'll get back to you. Bye for now.